After Namibia's opening day shocker, they of course had their own shocker to deal with as they lost big style against South Africa. Are they already out or already through? We'll take a little look next. That's right, folks, bouncing in another video. Today we're looking forward to Namibia taking on Mali, of course, over in Group E. That's right, over in the AFCON. And we'll take a little look at it in a second. Of course, big shout out to my VIPs. They are the patrons. You know who you are. And again, if you're new, make sure you subscribe. Your one-stop shop continues for the AFCON right here, of course. And we are taking a little look at, of course, one of the final games. Well, definitely the final game over in Group E. It is, of course, Namibia, and it is Mali, of course. So let's jump in the deep end and show you what we're talking about. We're talking about these guys, of course, locking horns on the 24th of Jan. Laurent Boku Stadium now. These two sides, both up and running. Got themselves enough points right now to be in the consideration for a last 16 berth. But, of course, nothing secured just yet, especially for these guys. Namibia coming at you as a Group C runners-up. 12th of September 2023 is when they qualified. Fourth finals for them. 2019 was the last, but they never, ever made it out the group stages. Colin Benjamin is your manager there, with Peter Shaululi, your star man. 201 to go the distance. Group stages, of course, was my prediction. Right now, I'm feeling confident that that's going to be the case for Namibia. They're coming at you right now in third after a bit of a spanking. That's right, 4-0 loss to South Africa. They did pick up a monstrous win against Tunisia, but they've set themselves up here with a bit of a crunch clash against Mali, who have already got 4 points and look pretty good for them so far. They've also got in the back of their heads that 0-0 draw against a Black Star side. But right now, that loss is a massive negative for Namibia's hopes to make the last 16, of course. If they got out of it with a 1 or 2-0 loss, then maybe the goal difference wouldn't be too bad. But now it's looking like quite a monstrous request for Namibia to get the points to secure the deal here. So let's take a look at the squad. Then we've got Kapuza, Gerhardt, something like that. Mutanya, Kabembera, Nyambe there, of course. Sitembe, Hanumub, Petrus, Hoto, Muzu, and Tajuza there, of course, for Namibia. That's, of course, the key players for them. What about Mali? Of course, qualifies Group G winners. 18th of June 2023 is their 13th finals. 2021 was the last. Runners-up back in 1972. Eric Chelle, your manager there. Chek Takore there, your star man. 20-1 to go the distance. Last 16 was my pick, and I think they're on target for that, of course. Ignore that little blurb there. Of course, the most important game was the one against South Africa, where they picked up a 2-0 win. Following on from that, they picked up a monstrous result against Tunisia, puts them top of the table over in Group E, with this match against Namibia on the table. Of course, a draw would seat both these teams absolutely fantastic, because Mali would be on 5 points, and realistically, they would be looking at top billings here. But got to keep an eye on South Africa, who can also squeak in there as well. So a draw would probably be a good result for both Mali and Namibia, but of course, it's going to be a tall order, I think, for a Namibian side who were absolutely put to the sword in the last match. Anyway, Diawara between Sixtante, Nakante, Fafana, Traore, Hadira, Basuma, Koulibaly, Doumbia, Sissoko, and Traore is your star men for Mali heading into this one. And these two sides have played each other 2 times in 2020. There's nothing for Namibia. Of course, 2 wins for Mali. And of course, and their biggest win was a 2-1 win, scoring 3 goals in those 2 games total. 1.50 goals a game on average, on 83% form right now. Mali at top of the table, of course, an unbeaten run of at least 6 games. Up against a Namibia side who just scored 1 goal against Mali over the course of those 2 games. 0.50 goals a game on average. 50% form though for Namibia right now. 1-2 lost to and drawn to. Now these two sides did play each other back in November 2020. It was a 2-1 win for Mali. Come into this on the back of that a good start to the campaign, unbeaten, of course. Namibia on the flip side, not so great, following on from that heavy defeat against South Africa. Now the public vote is very, very fresh. They've gone 62% have gone with Mali. Namibia have gone 31%, and the draw is at 8%. The bookies have 9-2 is your Namibia, 15-8 on is your Mali. They are red hot favourites, and 3-1 is, of course, your draw. I was hopeful that Namibia could do something here, but that heavy defeat against South Africa has put them right on the ropes here, and I do think they will lose this game against Mali. So I'm going to go with a 2-1 win. I give them a little bit of hope, of course, Namibia, to get something out of this, but I ultimately think this will be probably the end of the road for Namibia. It'll put them on 3 points, of course, but is that going to be enough in a group where South Africa have already got 3 points. It could actually put them at rock bottom of this. I would think they will be hoping for a draw between Tunisia and South Africa, and I don't think that's going to be enough either. I don't think that's going to be enough for Namibia because Tunisia will have a better goal difference. But I think it's going to be the end of the road. Fair play to them. They got the first victory, but ultimately the win is going to go to Mali. 2-1 win in the end. But that's it, guys. That completes the pack. But until then, guys, we'll see you soon for the last 16, whenever that is. But until then, we're done.